Let's cross over now to Sheila Sendeyo at the Supreme Court, where we understand there are new developments. Tell us, Sheila, more interested parties intend to join the case, we hear.
Well, we understand that they're set to make that application at 5:30 today. They want to be enjoined in the case as interested party. Presidential candidate Dr. Ekuru Okot said they're in no way joining NASA, but they are joining what they say is the NASA's resolve to point out what they said glaring anomalies in the transmission of results. They said once their audit team had been sitting down and they'd been looking at the results as posted by the IBC, and they came up with a number of irregularities that they would want to point out, and therefore they would want to be very much involved in this case as well. And we remember yesterday the NASA team, just a few minutes to deadline, that is at midnight, came with boxes of evidence, 25,000 pages or so of what they say will help them present a watertight case that seeks to nullify the election of President Uhuru Kenyatta, and they want the court to order another election in 60 days. Among other things, they're relying on sworn statements from research experts and IT experts who will point out some of these glaring anomalies, as it were, in the results that were presented by the IBC. NASA leader Raila Odinga and other principals as well, Kalonzo Musyoka, Moses Wetangula, and a number of other NASA leaders were here as well, and they termed their results as fatally compromised, and they want the court to overturn them and call for a fresh election. They also want access to the IBC server so that they can scrutinize what exactly went wrong. They are relying on evidence that points to a number of polling stations where some of the presiding officers and returning officers were ungazetted. Some of these polling stations were also ungazetted, and they say they were used to inflate the results in favor of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And they're also saying that some of the forms are incomplete, some of them are unsigned, a number of them have been filled in using the same handwriting, which is a curious thing, they say. And of course, in some of the polling stations as well, they point to the fact that some of the results were they were taken out of the count and added to those of President Uhuru Kenyatta. So those are some of the issues that the NASA team had been raising. The Thirdway Alliance had also pointed to anomalies as well, and so they will be filing their petition to be enjoined in the case as interested parties. Vicky.
All right, thanks, Sheila Sendeyo there, giving us an update, some new developments of possible parties wanting to join in to that presidential petition that was submitted last night. Now, the Supreme Court has 14 days to hear and determine this case. Should they uphold President Uhuru Kenyatta's win, it will be final. Should they go with the NASA side, that means we will head into a runoff.